Well, hello everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Well, if you saw my last video, I went to the Arkansas River and made coffee and just sat there and enjoyed the river, thinking about how blessed we are in our country. And as I was thinking about the river, it goes through 4 states and finally ends up in the Mississippi River. You can see on the map. Well, I got to thinking about that. That would make a great day ride. Yeah. So that's my plan for today. I'm going to get on the motorcycle, head out to the Mississippi River at the Greenville Bridge. Why don't you come go with me? Depending upon which way you go, it's about a 2 hour ride if you're coming from Little Rock. And it's a simple ride. There's not a whole lot of twists or turns in the roads, but it's very enjoyable. And where we're going is to the Greenville Bridge, and that's a very interesting bridge, very interesting structure. Now let me let you look at this. There it is, the Greenville Bridge. Outstanding. Well, that's our goal, and the destination's not that important. It's the ride. That's what's enjoyable. The Greenville Bridge is the longest bridge crossing the Mississippi River, so that's kind of interesting. Not only that, the bridge has a main span of 1,378 feet and was opened in 2010. Of course, the Mississippi River, it has a total length of 2,340 miles. Well, enough of those facts. It's the ride, it's the view that's so important and so much fun. Crossing the Mississippi River, leaving Arkansas, and going into Mississippi. That's kind of neat. It's not the most exciting thing you'll ever see, but once again, the joy is in out riding and just taking in the fresh air and the invigoration from riding a motorcycle. And I wound up at the River Road Queen Welcome Center, which is just on the other side into Mississippi. And it's really neat. It's in the shape of an old riverboat, and it has 2 stories. The Welcome Center is downstairs, and then upstairs is this museum. Here's a Jim Henson Muppet. He was born in Greenville. And of course, they show the cotton and the Delta blues. And there's all sorts of little things to look at in the museum. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the video. I'm ready to just turn around and head somewhere for lunch. And so we'll just fire it up and get going. It's an absolutely perfect day. Temperatures about 74, 75 degrees. And of course you can see the sunshine. I'm heading to McGee to a barbecue place called Hoots. And it's a wonderful place. I highly recommend it. I just happened to stop there. I'd never been there before, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And here's what it looks like out front. It's at 2008 US 65 in McGee, Arkansas. And so if you're ever come this way, please stop. We're going to go in and take a look around, and I'm going to show you the wonderful meal I had. At this time of day, you just go right up to the order window, and you can see it from there. And I'm going to come back and sit at this first table right here. Now, they have tables for large groups, but I didn't want to take up any more room than necessary. And the menus on the wall, all sorts of delicious barbecue and burgers and all sorts of items to choose from. But I tell you what, the most important thing, I met the owner, and she was so kind and generous and didn't mind at all that I videoed anything I wanted to video, and I do appreciate that so much. I ordered the grilled chicken, and so when that came out, it also came out with a couple of ribs, and she told me that that's really what is her specialty, or one of the most favorite items, and so she wanted to just let me sample them. So I appreciate that very much. Her story is so remarkable. Her and her husband retired, got tired of RVing and running around, and decided that that wasn't for them, and so they bought this, or they turned this into a restaurant, and I've been going strong ever since. I guess the sad part of the story is her husband passed away, and she's had to handle things on her own and been such a success, and I appreciate her so much. And these ribs were magnificent. I tell you, they were finger licking good. There's no other way to describe them. I'll show you what I'm talking about right there. Anyway, this is Hoots BBQ in McGee. Let me try this grilled chicken sandwich. It looks good. Oh, excellent. So delicious. Well, I appreciate the hospitality and the atmosphere, and I guess I've already said it, but I recommend this as a place to stop and eat if you're in this area. And also, they make their own in-house desserts, homemade, so you sure want to give these a try, and I recommend them as well. Well, anyhow, that's about it. Hey, I appreciate you watching my videos. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.